Listen to the draft. And get a little bit of work done, right? Give me a second here. Here's my copy.
If it's gorgeous, stunning. Because it's the purpose you are out there. Put up together dozens of projects. That's
Hang on one sec, y'all. Just setting up here. Get some things ready up, set up, and good to go. Hang on a moment. Just set up. Gotta get a bull in our system, eh? Yeah, me. Hey, brother, fucking cheers. Pardon, I'm packing the bull here just a little bit. Just a minute. I want to see what was all on, but all I can find is the draft, and they don't really have too much on for the draft right now. So, give me a minute. Let me see if I can put some clean water in my bong. Just a moment. One moment. Bend that up. I'm lucky. Hell yeah. Yeah, I was watching the draft, but I know they stopped doing that, so I looked down for something else to find on TV here. I could put up some music, I think. Hang on one moment. I'll back up the go. Yeah. Go. Cheers, cheers, brother. Be getting some packed up here. Just a minute. Just gotta get some ground down here. Nicotine mix bowl in with me. So that the rest of the afternoon I can just smoke some greeners. Shit, man. Think I figured out a system here to help me get off of some of this shit. Oh, maybe I have a nicotine bowl mixed in my pot when I first get up. And then the rest, I'm just doing greeners. So I actually do have my blood mixed in with this. Just trying to get a ratio down here. Cheers, cheers, eh? One second, where's my ashtray? Hang on a second, fellas. Where the fuck is my ashtray, dude? Well, I'm losing it. Losing it today. Get right in front of my face. Give me a sec. Way up, dude. Good to see you as well, fam. How are we today? Yeah, dude. We're just getting booted up here with the afternoon, I guess. Trying to see what all I can get into order here and get a bowl down our system. Yeah, man. Be a pain on us today, so maybe this is no different. Yeah, one second. Yeah. All right, Adam. And one sec, y'all. Hey, sounds good. I'm good, thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, see you in a minute. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. Very sorry about that. Doing good, man. And you? Oh, I'm just settling in, as y'all can see. Oh, shit. Couple of things to do. Hell yeah, dude. What's up? Cheers, y'all, hey? Yes. Holy shit, dude. Oh, fuck. Ow. Whew. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Fucking got me. Yeah, that's the wrong grip. Now we're having some paperwork a little bit. Ooh. I don't blame that, brother. Shit. I don't blame that one bit, eh? Hopefully not too much longer you gotta put up with people, eh? Shit, I feel that one. Oh, I feel that one. I'm just fucking taking a day by course here. Shit. Hell yeah. You know, I think I'm gonna try another day of laying off the tobacco. Took me one rip with it there. No, I think I'm gonna bust out the old dragon egg for my next couple of rips here coming up. Hell yeah. Yeah. I'm just seeing what all needs to be done in the papers. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, it's a smooth flowing day today. Hell yeah. Man, it really does feel like a good day. Brain's ordered up with the papers, not jumping all over the place. Just taking things by course, man. Today feels like a good one. Yeah. See what work we can get done, eh? What beautiful designs I can show you all for the afternoon. Yeah. Let's see, yeah. Hell yeah. Some legwork portioned out right now. Seeing if we got the niche for the day. Might take me a couple go ats, but hell, we got it. Shit. Seeing if I can just really get down the basic style here, muscle contortions and stuff like that. So I am kind of cross examining a bunch of traditional results, and in the end, I'm going to use this style line work to come up with my own. I'm going to play with the line work enough after seeing all these and kind of seeing the overall traditional style, use that traditional style, and how line work would be placed to things. And that's where the studying comes in. Shit. Let's see here. First, what I need to do. While I'm staring at a blank canvas, well, something to happen with. What I need to do is grab this, down here. Matter of fact, I feel like I have a couple of these body renditions done. Give me a minute, because I want to see where they are. Matter of fact, I know I do, because I've been practicing like hell on them for the past couple of fucking weeks. So, hang on a minute. I want to see if I can find one of those. Face design with the practicing. Now, what I'm looking for. Got designs. We're getting there. Here we go. I kind of mentally organized my papers so that they would show me all my, well, as y'all know, a lot of days I'm sitting here and starting different processes just to work back and see how I could re-go at something better. Well, let's say I have each and every one of those tries. Oh my God. Yeah, let me fix this up. I have each and every one of those tries in this bin down here to look at, so that I can study from each and every one of them. I've got some full body kind of midsections going here where you've got kind of study with different pec muscles and how the stomach would be aligned, where it would round up to the back and go from there. I've got some stuff like that done. You know, just kind of flashes some midsections, not really full bodies done, but kind of different portions of the body system. Because then in the end, I look at all those, go at them on a big piece of paper, and then work with where they connect and all that fine stuff later on that big piece of paper. So not only am I saving time and energy, but I'm also saving my ink. What's this book filled up with? Hang on. Just my Irizumi book? I think so. Knowledge on certain Japanese tattoos. Yep. Hell yeah. Shit, man. Let's just say for all the folding back and forth between papers and some of the days disorganization that it looks like, all them little tidbits that we were re-going over and writing down, they're all being added to the codex here. Hell yeah. Shit. Let me see here. Find a little bit better way to position y'all. Hell yeah. Now let me see. Let's see here. What I want to practice is in a lot of these renditions, I see kind of for the face, whereas I keep going down just kind of making like a chin for these onis. There's over here, kind of like where the jaw starts to go up, there's these spikes. I want to see how I can make that face with kind of working in some of them spikes. So we got some anatomies, we got some face flashes. Two things right now that I think I'm going to work heavy on. As soon as I can map those out, well, we'll get the body proportions done, and then face is done, and that should create the whole upper half of the body. Hell yeah. Yeah, let me see. There we go. There we go. Oh, God. God. fix up how this is working here real quick. Bingo. Yep. So what I want to do for all this, everything that we're seeing, is come down here with these Kintaro renditions in the ways where, hey, Jessica, welcome. How are we this afternoon? Shit, we're just studying the books. Seeing what productivity gets us for the day. How are we? Hey, Eric, hell yeah, brother. Progression is key. The more I'm getting stuff down, and even when I'm not getting stuff down, even if I'm just studying, talking back and forth with y'all, shit, man. That's what we're aiming for here. Yeah. Studying on the process and good vibes. To which I must say, I do hope all y'all are having a good afternoon. Yeah? Oh, yeah. Shit. Hopefully, I've been noticing it getting a little bit better and better out. It's trying to stick. Shit. No, I really hope it does because I could use this nice weather out to help me get a little skip in my step, you know? Get things kicking. You know, right? Yeah, I guess we smoked the rest of that. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey, BP. Welcome as well. How are we? Hey. Happy Friday as well, everybody. Yes. Hell yeah, man. Like I said, I'm just sitting here doing some visiting here while I'm getting some work done. Trying to keep a fine line between production and things and visiting. Shit. I don't want to feel like I'm not getting anything done, but at the same time, I don't want to feel like I'm robotically zoning into the pages because that's what wears me out. Sneaking a coffee break. Hell yeah. I feel that. Same here. Hey, we're doing all right. Shit. Like I was just saying there, kind of going throughout the afternoon, making sure I can keep pace while keeping pace. Shit. Key is for things to flow well, but for the day to have enough of a relaxation to it that we're just kind of vibing. Hell yeah. Just kind of starting off here, doing a little bit of here and there random work in the pages. I haven't really gotten down serious to any idea putting down yet. Just kind of mapping around here, seeing what's going on. Hell yeah. Shit. One thing I want to see is inspiration for these different McCurry backgrounds. Yeah. Shit, dude. So in between my sketching, I'm kind of planning that out as well. Where everything's going to be, where everything's going, what it's all going to look like. I'll be honest with y'all. I have been doing research, but I've also been jumping into my blank papers and kind of free-handed here. Well, it's going to take me even more time, but I'm going to correlate different spots here, see how things are looking, and go by the book, so to speak, yeah? Hell yeah. Shit, dude. Yeah, because there's some very creative ways people have incorporated this kind of all-black background with these designs through. You know, let me see something here real quick. I want to see if my PlayStation will cooperate with me, because if it will, then I'll be able to show y'all really what I'm talking about on the big screen there. So give me a moment. I want to see if that'll cooperate with us. Go down here. Turn this on. Oh. Shit. TV updated itself, right on. Automatically turned off to power saving settings. Alright. Hang on a minute here. And let me find. Somebody. McKinney. One moment. This is one of the things that I'm trying to outline here. The background. Ah, beautiful. A perfect example came up. I want to show you something. So, let me see also here if I can zoom. I can zoom. So, what I'm trying to achieve here, y'all can see all of these, and I'll even bring it closer, is, now keep in mind, once again, I'm not trying to achieve any single particular one of these ideas. That's not what I'm going for. However, the style in which lines are broken up to create that black background with the white itself being used as outlines, that's what I'm seeing examples of. Because I want to learn how that's done so I can practice those methods of dividing up the dark from the white into my own designs and incorporate that into my own designs and work. So that's kind of what we're doing. See this one here where it's kind of small, but they started out in kind of a shoulder, and then they made it kind of uniform, go all the way up and around. That's one of the things that we're kind of practicing. Once again, with our design work here and what we've come to know of the art form. One of the things I like about the fine line of traditional work is you learn traditionally, and then once again working between those fine lines, learn what techniques are used, play around with those a little bit, and make your own sub techniques, if you will, and go from there. Yeah, man. So just to give y'all an idea of what we're scrolling through on here, inspiration, dude. Shit. Let me see if my chair will come up anymore, too. Nope. That's how it goes. Give me a second, I'm gonna get the other chair. I don't think I'll be able to ground this one sits. There we go, better. Stability for the back, too. Whew. Shit, dude, that makes a world of difference. Oh, fuck. On Wednesday. There we go. Shit, dude. Sorry. Like I said, we're getting designs around right now, really just kind of setting up. In between that, kind of getting our shit together and getting a course for the day. Hell yeah. Ooh. Ooh. That's cool. So I could work with something like that if I wanted to. I didn't know. See, that's the other thing. Looking at examples of traditional stuff like this, learning also how the line work works. Let's say if I were to divide certain sections, how would I go about doing that while staying inside a traditional, yeah. So, we are learning a lot, trust me. Start with some background here. Just some rocks. Down where they're gonna go. And then we'll loop them around. Hell yeah. And then come down here. But do very light work starting out. Very light with the pencil as far as shading. And I'm going to kind of go over this in graphite before I really see what's going on in pen. Hell yeah. Yep. Because I want to get the shades down. Put this under a clean one. Get the outlining done. Look back at this one. And then do all that outlining in the dark section. It's just as it shows here. So depending on the size of the work daily, a couple different techniques I can go about doing a full page like this. Once again, it still takes its time. And at times might seem like it's all over the place, but define through our speech and explanation of the process here. The steps have presented themselves. So it shade itself, then those little dots would be accentuation for surfaces of the rock. So I'm going to create the shapes of these rocks as I'm seeing creatively, and then I'm learning from that. So I'm going to see where the accentuation points would be added instead of onto those, onto these. And trust me, someday when I actually start studying, like under apprenticing under somebody, hopefully for this type of work, I'm probably going to most likely have a lot of what I've learned probably rewrote on me, or reinterpreted, if you will. God, what's going on here with this lens? Hang on a minute. I don't know if it's something in the background, if it's the fucking... But we are getting horrible glare there. Yeah, man. Let me see if it's the lens. Fudge with this a little bit. Might have to clean it off. Hang on a minute. One minute. There we go. Shit, dude. Sorry about that. Nope, that's on my screen. There we go. Sorry about that. I had to fix the corner. Too much glare back with that going through on the screen there. Let's see, where was I? Getting these rocks done. And then from there, seeing the figures that are going to be standing on them. And what I'm also going to do, actually, slight change of plans. I'm going to find my pen, where there may be, and I'm all separated, but I put them all together. I'm gonna grab my .5 pen. I'm gonna see something here real quick. Alright, that went well enough. Grab the one. Grab the one kicking around. I think we do. You know, be honest, this doesn't feel, aside from the, oh shit, before I get into what I was about to say. Fucking Stiffy, welcome. How are we? Shit, good to see you this afternoon, dude. Just getting a little bit done in the books here. Make sure I kick off today nice and productive, like. Shit, how are we? Had me some coffee, too. Hell yeah, dude. I'm just going over a little bit of my Japanese traditional here I've been practicing. Shit. Getting some things in order for the day. But as I'm seeing some comments come through, I think I'm going to break that up a little bit. Hell yeah. Shit. Might even have another post here with y'all. Just kind of enjoying the afternoon. Hell yeah. I hope we're all having a good one as well, yeah? Shit, dude. Hang on. Anything in there? No, but that smells delicious. Gelato fire that I got a while back. Matter of fact, where is the... Huh. We upgraded our bag. Hang on real quick. Fucking, all the strains that I have fucking smoked are in this bag here. Shit, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, a moment. Hell yeah, dude. Just kind of chilling. There. Also, go see.
All right, guys, we have it. That's not acceptable. Dogs. There's a new deal at Tim Hortons. Get a $3 breakfast sandwich with 5 on the side. Coffee. 2 packed eggs, made with 100% premium Arabica coffee. Only available at Tim Hortons. Get the $3 breakfast sandwich deal for a limited time.
Attention, young man shopper. Have you been struggling to find medical care? Are you only finding doctors with a 6-month wait list? Did you finally find a doctor and be told they're actually unavailable for new patients? Then count on this happens to direct shoppers to today's sponsors on TATOO is a free epic website searching for high quality network doctors and click to instantly book. TATOO offers over 100,000 doctors that can filter based on their needs and schedule based on their actual appointment openings. All right there, you see, and these appointments are not fun. Last case of one long waits. You can typically be seen in just 24 to 72 hours. I know what you think. That all sounds great, but how does it make sense that you can sell me that a superstore? Right? Like this whole thing, a little drive to well, this thing here today. Find doctor. I own stock.com/deal. Find this book. I'm bringing a doctor today. That's deals.com/deal. How many explorers that instead of films? Let's find out. Shop by reality versus the started Marlowe. She's a regular Indiana Jones. You arrive and discover the real dope getter and this thing. She's on. You may present items with this system. It's not out. Tell us what it was. I think start with that. She finds an ancient artifact and the priest person she is takes the effort, but not to take home the photos. To reveal the little under special secrets like Wall Street Ball. As the countdown to destruction continues, spends every last second before these signifies things. She takes off as the devil takes. Stop momentarily by the past business, but still twisted away. Then they send explosives. Now she's silent on the ground, but not now. But she survives thanks to wisdom. But certain people care for the purpose of knowledge. I know that a similar quest for her father and dollars and cans. Oh my God. The first bits of later would start with by her cameraman that he asks about her research and then still prison. The philosophers or the sources. By the way, it's a people I sought after by alchemists.
And substance that the time is meant to go. It divides the keys of
Yeah, that's better than something. Scarlett's father dedicated his life to find this, but died before Scarlett's determined for this one. That's why she invented on this. That's the home of the Stone's trade. See, remind me, everyone. According to advanced research, Stone found among the clues described on the Tuesday. She needed the rose translate the text of the Aramaic, but it's not one of the 6 languages. Since Tom Hanks was coming, Scarlett hits up her ex George for help with it. He's the kind of guy who switches churches to fix all the plots for fun. But looks like it's not. Right up. You see, that's the last time I would have been one that Turkish prison. First or not, George is still purely crushed with Scarlett. Well, but this time, else. He agrees to help so that the still starts his transfer. It doesn't sometimes it's my aside from the line. But yeah, the first was figured out the month before for number facts. They were valuable. So they'll hold up there. So Raiders with some $10 and a bit of right. Scarlet videos are being lesson. Nah, it's too much for some riddles to science. Yes, science. The movie does a great job so this stuff is skills out. And recklessness is a great well, it doesn't George trained with computers. Scarlet survives Stone's 370 miles to the pathway. It's very with the gates of hell. In most places, moving that far on the ground would be impossible. But there in Paris, baby, there's a whole system of paths to get there. The tunnels don't run under metal barriers, but the storage strip collapses. There may be that it changes now. Scarlet. So let's go on a tour of the boat zone to see what they're working with. I want to visit this place so bad. It's maybe surprising. It's basically faster than Skelly HQ. They find out the public tunnels don't go where they need to.
We need to find a way to steal from this area.
Oh, good thing this random French dude gives them a tip. He says to go to a nightclub and ask for a guy named Avalon. Hey, thanks, man. Oh. Rosario heads to the club where he spots a real looker, as if he won't stop looking at it. Some real VHS, especially when he sees her continuing to stare through the window. Amidst the Eurotrash euphoria, they find Avalon, who's skeptical of the request. They tell him the snitch and promise him half the treasure they can find. That gets him to agree, and he assembles his team. A pair of obvious branchers. I mean, they're so clearly here to pad the numbers. The guy's name is Zed, for Christ's sake. Insert Bruce Willis quote here. The chick's name is Susie. Gives us a Susie and the Banshees reference. Yeah, this guy. Susie warns George this is a dangerous mission.
If you run out of batteries with your flashlights, you're done.
Not exactly a happy house down there. They head towards the tunnels while George, very unconvincingly, keeps saying he's not going to go with them.
We're not familiar with this.
I'll hold you much times. They get to the tiny hole of an entrance. Oh God, this is an absolute nightmare. Before they've said, they clear up with pink cams and headlamps. So this could be a proper found footage. After the success of their other found footage projects, like the Pepsi tapes and the English language record made Quarantine, simply filmmakers John Aaron and Drew Dowdle went for a repeat for the movie set in Paris Catacombs. The found footage aspect was less important to them than the lead character they had been filming, a female Indiana Jones searching for a hidden relic. Both of them independently fell in love with separate auditions for further weeks.
We sort of funny joking said that I wanted to play Lara Croft. So I think this is about close to some of that.
The movie came together fast. The only 7 months between the initial pitch and director's cut. For the story, the brothers drew on their love of history and mythology, including Egyptian hieroglyphics, the hell depicted in Dante's Inferno, and the supposed alchemist Nicholas Flamel. They were also inspired by the documentary Touching the Void, which followed a mountaineer who was forced to descend deeper into a large crevasse. The found footage aspect was less important.
Partly jokingly said that I wanted to play Laura Croft, so I think this is about as close to salary gap.
The movie came together fast, with only 7 months between the initial pitch and director's cut. For the story, the brothers drew on their love of history and mythology, including Egyptian hieroglyphics, the hell depicted in Dante's Inferno, and the supposed alchemist Nicholas Flamel. They were also inspired by the documentary Touching the Void, which followed a mountaineer who was forced to descend deeper into a large crevasse after falling in. Scarlet begs George to come with them. During the deliberation, a policeman spears Pavlov out of nowhere. My God! Takes off a scramble that forces everyone, yes, even you, George, not because he grew up watching The Descent. Turns out his little brother drowned in a cave like the kids. He's avoided that ever since. George is played by Ben Feldman, last seen on the Kill Count in Friday the 13th. But no one gets first. The group wades through waterlogged tunnels after a bunch of women in white having an acapella rehearsal. Oh, there's some weird kids. Yeah, it's creepy. Can't beat the acoustics, also flutes. Wait, I've seen that conductor before. Oh yeah, it's bullshit. That walks them deeper as the singing echoes through the tunnel like a dramatic diegetic score. He shows them the narrow passage they're supposed to crawl through next, but Benji's got a go to think that way. Fuck that, man. I'm not signing with bones. Scarlet agrees. Her map indicates another tunnel is more direct, but Babylon shuts that shit down. His friend Lato, or the Mole, went through that evil tunnel years ago but never came back again. That means their only option is the tunnel of Tibians. While this bone burrow was real, a fake wall was added to make it even more claustrophobic. Benji tries to purge the fear from his mind, but as he climbs through, it's stuck and starts to panic. This scene is incredibly stressful to watch. The raw terror in his face and voice combines with the sound of bones crunching all around him and that fire in the background. Why are they singing? Why are they singing this fucking song? As Benji crawls through, the tunnel begins to collapse around him. They pull him out just in time. Find that things are big and brave encounters. That same evil tunnel they left behind is right in front of them. That don't make sense. This is the tunnel. There is no jokes. The only thing to do is find Avalon's graffiti tag, even though he claims he's never been in this part of the cave before. Then why is your path smeared all over the wall, Rob? You keep going and find more weird shit, like a piano. Looks just like the one George used to play with his brother when they were kids. And in fact, it's the same piano, down to the same broken A4. They better leave people and hear them. It's like, finding the ringing phone. Yeah, wait, that's Scarlet. So that before she can tell him to remove her from his list, a random dude shows up faster than he can say L-Rap. But it's no rap man. It's a mole man. But tell him, his family just been living down here for years. Not any light, or so. She's got those adventure titles, so they're like crazy old memories. The tone says to follow him if you want to get out. It sounded like Queen's promise. Oh boy, out says it go up, let's go down. And down they go, into a really deep hole. On the way down, Becky slips and has another near-death experience. Fortune can't get a break. He caught himself though. Fucked up his hands on the rope while doing so. Originally, the brothers Yalll planned to film on a set, but discovered it would be cheaper to use the real deal. After Love So Below, the first feature film to get permission to shoot in the TATOO. They made use of both the public and off-limits areas. The safety inspection ensured that the tunnels were sturdy and full of breathable air, but the process was still difficult and potentially dangerous. This being out there, so restaurant down there, so cell phones and walkie-talkies don't work. You have nothing. The conditions the character's face match what the cast and crew had to it. From cold, damp, and dark to the piles of real human bones. It's a space that feels like a nightmare. For 5 weeks, they spent every day 6 stories underground, shooting with a small crew of around 10 people. That included the actors, the hosts, or headliners. Shooting the kind of elevation that'd be so fun. If that is true for a year or two, then on day 15 and on day 25, like it was a very grueling place to shoot that day. They had to run around tunnels, the ceiling so low, the crew wore helmets to avoid head injuries. Believe you watching run and run and through space and just take the hits in the environments and things. The filmmakers managed to They're cast in good spirits, though. And the conditions, it could be rough around the edges, reminiscent of the Blair Witch Project. While passing through a watery chamber, Luke hears deafening screams and sees a filthy little boy. Holy shit, what was that? No, well, man, shut the They hit a dead end, but Scarlet spots a scare. Knows they ain't just good for creepy crawly deaths in a month. She recognizes it as a key. All they have to do now is remove the right stone. And if they remove the wrong one,
The ceiling will collapse on you and kill you.
no pressure. Scarlet's dedication to her Lara craft helps her and George pick the right stone and unlock the door. Now it's time. Rain, down, two. Inside they find a body. And I'm not saying God looks great for having died 700 years ago. On the tail of the body. Got the skin tail routine, my man. Still haven't found the stone. But Scarlet has an idea. She tells everyone to switch off their headlamps. In the dark, it's just been well-preserved farms. It'll be fine. The dark is taking light from the view of water. Scarlet, lacking any kind of self-preservation, hops in the pool and swims towards it. The others reluctantly follow. Find a chamber full of treasure. The goddamn cave of wonders up here. But Scarlet doesn't stand next to the piles of old seas. She moves past them. Turns her attention towards the engraving on the wall. There, serving as a depiction of the sun, the philosopher's stone.
What better place to hide the most valuable stone ever known than next to riches you can never miss?
It's too bad Papa Panel would be a bunch of bamboos and trigger a trap. The ceiling collapses, flooding in Zed's nose, battering Susie, and burying the toe. They try to uncover it. That's a painful note. The ceiling collapse is one of the few set pieces filmed on a stage, for obvious reasons, along with all the nasty standing water scenes, also for obvious reasons. The group finds themselves with no guide, no water, no medical supplies, no batteries. Fun, exclusive symmetry, and all that, man. Rubber turn on. Stone, yeah. Rubber philosopher's stone. It works. Completely healing the wound. Susie the Banshee is entranced, spellbound. Scarlet spots a carving on a door on the ceiling near a symbol. What's that symbol mean?
As a bronze circle there.
Title symbol. The phrase is believed to be the key to magic, and if the image of a door is on the ceiling above, the real door must be on the floor below. Even though they're already at the bottom of the catacombs, and there should be nothing further beneath them, Scarlet's able to break a hole in the floor after the water drains out through it, lying on next door, where they're greeted by a not so warm welcome. According to Scarlet, that's the inscription written on the gates of hell. Hell yeah! This inscription over the gates of hell appears in Inferno, the first part of Dante's epic poem Divine Comedy. Inferno tells the story of Dante journeying through the 9 circles of hell, guided by the Roman poet Virgil. Dante and Virgil are here by Scarlet and George, respectively, while Rateau represents soul stuck in limbo. In fact, the movie's packed with references to Inferno, from the imagery of wells to beats of guilt and sin. The notebook they looked at here shows 9 layers to it, and most relevant of all is the idea that to escape must be climbing down. So that's what they do, climbing into the upside down. No vectors down here, though, just disappearing doors and another pool of water. The group may have abandoned all hope, but they regain a Rateau. It's waiting for them with a completely less fresh looking corpse. I guess they did break the seal. It was like a browning avocado. Susie tries to speak to Rateau, but he freaks out when he's got the rage virus and slams her to the ground. He gets straight up mauled by that ball as he smashes her face into the stone floor. Scarlet tries to heal her with a stone, but it's too late. They can't bring back the dead. And yes, as they continue, George realizes they've traveled 1,000 feet underground, and they have to keep going even deeper, propelling down another one. Benji's the last to go, but hesitates when he hears someone creeping around. Oh shit, it was the girl from the club. It's the son of Ballburn. Scarlet is more devastated than Dale Weathers by the loss of her cameraman, but she has to keep going in pursuit of her dreams and a bunch of bones. George sees a vision of his brother buried beneath the bones and tries to reach him until Scarlet snaps him back to reality. They follow the sound of screams to a holy shit, a burning car? It comes to the teen sitting in the back seat. Looks like the kid that first gave Scarlet Papillon's name. Papillon screams over and over that it wasn't his fault, but the burning ghost of his apparent friend begs to differ. He pulls Papillon into the inferno, and the car troubles him out of his
Yeah.
All that's left are Papillon's legs sticking out solid stone. They try to pull him out, but come on, guys.
Get back on here. Oh shit.
All down to the catacombs of real life.
Let's go.
Especially selected section for
How are we, brother?
the pull it off safely, they brought down
How are we? Yeah. Good to see you, brother. I'm just chilling out. Not much to do this afternoon, so I'm just fucking finding shit to do.
Or maybe explorers can't turn back.
How are you, brother? Put the link in chat there, but you're more than welcome up if you like.
George decides now's as good time to set you for a romantic confession.
Hell yeah. Just chilling out. Good to hear, brother. Hey. Oh, dude, you came around just in time. Huh? What's that now?
I said, I always show up in time.
Okay. Did you hear me when you were coming in?
You was going to say something, and you seen me wave at you, and you cut off.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, y'all, there's not much going on here. Literally just about to come out of my mouth.
Hey, I timed it right.
Holy shit. Literally. I was about to be like, well, you know, I'm about to hit the old dusty trail, see if anything happens later. But now some things are actually happening, so I plan on hanging out for a while longer.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I just come in myself, so you caught me.
Is that what happened, how it happened?
Yeah, I just got done working in the woods.
Working in the woods.
Yeah, I went and loaded up wood I cut a few days ago, bust that, unloaded it, and went and cut some more wood.
What the fuck?
I've been busy this morning, buddy.
I'd say so, Jesus. God. You sound like you need a fucking smoke.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yes, on.
Yeah. Just how much, just an example of how much we might all live a day, but some of our days are more exhausting than others. I wish I had a day like that right now.
Well, a
Really?
day like mine?
Yes, because then I'd have a fucking reason to want to sit down. Shit. It's different when you don't have a fucking reason to sit down. You're like, oh, there's nothing to fucking do, so I'm gonna sit.
There he does do, so I'm just going to sit here.
When you've had shit to do, you're like, well, I feel good with what I've gotten done. So now, yeah, I'm gonna fucking sit for a while.
Yeah, I'm going to sit for a while.
Shit. Bunch of fucking bullshit.
I'm going to sit for a while, smoke me some weed, drink me some juice, and hang out with you for a little bit.
Yeah?
Yep.
Is that how you feel?
So I get bored sitting in the house, and I'll go back outside again.
Yeah. See, shit. I've got to figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Smoking some weed.
Oh, that too.
Hey, baby.
What?
I was talking to this man for.
Oh.
Weed.
Jamie.
You didn't come from outside. You like I didn't come from outside. You like I don't need party no more.
Watch me far away.
I work on the chainsaw.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta work on that before I go cut any more wood.
Yeah.
The new one.
I don't know why it is, but when you use stuff, it tears up. Huh?
Huh?
I said when you use stuff, it tears up. I don't know why.
What?
I said when you're using stuff, it tears up. I don't know why.
Oh, the more the wear and tear, sir.
That could be it.
Ain't you ever wonder where that saying came from?
I get a lot of wear and tear, but I'm still going.
Oh, shit. Mine's out of my, well, half of mine is out of my own stupidity.
Yeah, and it all.
Well, the other half, no. Like, let's say the one half where my lungs are quite tired. That is on my own stupidity.
Yeah.
Tired brain, tired lungs.
You need to get some molding in your life. Yeah, good one. Molding.
You know, I used to smoke on that. No, I used to smoke on that.
It grows out here everywhere.
No?
Yeah, you can go outside and just fucking pick it and dry it.
You need to learn how the shipping system works. That time we taught you a life skill, Skull.
You need to learn how shipping works. I know how shipping works.
You do?
Yeah. I just ain't gonna go out and harvest a bunch of mullein just to ship it.
You see, oh God.
I ain't gonna do the work while everybody else has the fun.
Huh?
I said I ain't gonna do all the work while everybody else has fun.
Oh, he's a street creature. He's a woodland critter.
Yeah. I'm the type I shave up for my own self.
Oh my God. And again, woodland critter can also encompass, the rabid raccoons that'll just fucking snarl at you, look emaciated when they fucking see you.
Yeah.
Street creature. Oh my God.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh, fuck. Guess we're gonna put another nail in the coffin.
Well, you might as well, man.
I feel like I'm gonna be on a fucking something soon.
You're gonna be like that old man on Medea. You'll have an auction machine sitting beside you, hooked up, and you'll still be smoking.
Yeah?
Like an old Medea on that machine, that old man on Medea.
Yeah?
He's sitting there with an auction machine beside him, hose on his nose. He's rolling him up a joint. He takes it out. The woman's like, "Don't you know it's explosive?" He's like, we gotta go sometime or another.
Keep in mind, the reason why they probably had the balls to film that scene is because them tanks were probably empty. There was no fumes in the air, Skull.
Just auction. Same air you breathe in.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
Oh my God. Oxygen becomes a different animal under pressure.
So, who knows? They probably was empty. I don't know.
Oxygen in what you breathe, sure. Oxygen under pressure, however. Oh. Ain't you ever seen like these fucking how do I say? Like the anti-gravity fucking implosion shit some other planets have and some shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of that, okay. This is where we start getting really sciencey. Because just like combusting oxygen, you combust other gases.
Yeah.
And they just boom.
Yeah. I wonder if it's the same oxygen you use for torches.
I thought the torches were acetylene.
For torches, you use
Or a mixture of gases.
gas and oxygen. That's what you gotta have.
Yup. So, yeah, probably.
So you mean, damn. I see why it goes boom in.
Oh, yeah. Think of like, oh, shit. So, pressurization, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Byford Dolphin incident?
No.
Let me talk about this here for a minute.
I need smoke.
The Byford Dolphin incident was when they went to go all the way like deep underwater, right?
Oh yeah.
And you have to have a pressurized, the same pressure that we deal with. Well, we have to deal with down there, so we have to deal with a pressurized cab. And the pressure, something fucked up with the pressure as they were ascending back up. And how do I say it, dude? It did one of the most gruesome things.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about when that submarine, when it went down to see that big ship sunk. That's what you're talking about. And when they come back up, it crushed like a can. Yeah.
Because of the pressurization issues.
Yeah, and two, junky made.
Well, one of the science that we're getting to is, once again, the, let's say, oxygen pressure, things like such, all that. Right? It can play with how our organs are arranged in our body. It can play with fucking heat and temperatures.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, dude.
Because it's so much force.
Yeah, so you slightly change that a little bit or manipulate that and go boom.
Or get crushed like an aluminum can.
Well, it depends on what elements are involved. Do you have straight pressurization and ascending and descending pressurization without the heat involved? Then yeah, it's gonna get crushed. Then if you have heat involved, that's where the boom comes in.
Yeah. So pretty much like that submarine got shut, stuck in.
Yeah. So if you were to, let's just say if you were to just have heat involved in that situation, that factor, it'd be a similar component to bringing heat around one of these oxygen tanks. It boom
Explodes. But when you ain't got the heat, that much pressure, it just sucks it in.
So, well, what I was getting to all the way back in the beginning is what we were talking about, smoking.
Yeah.
That's why heat and oxygen are a huge fucking no-no.
Yeah.
Then not only the pressurized tanks, but that raw fucking oxygen, second it ignites with flame, boom.
Oh yeah. You're gonna go flying.
Yeah, shit. So yeah, that's another reason why people that are oxygen patients, on oxygen, but at the same time fucking puff like a chimney still, they got the balls.
Oh shit, dude! I see people do it all the time. They just take the hose they got running in their nose. They just take it off and pitch it to the side and smoke their cigarette, put the oxygen back on, they're done.
Yeah, but let's try seeing one of them hit something like this.
They would do it too. Just take the oxygen line off and just set it off to the side and smoke.
Do you know any of the people that are still doing that today?
There's old people walks around the auction, still smokes his day in time.
Like that?
Nothing like that, probably, but unless they got something like that at home. But you see people out in public have oxygen tank, dude, and you just see them take the hose off their nose and just light up a cigarette and sit there and smoke.
Well, that's my point, is how many times can I play with fire? Not just play with fire, but the extent of playing with fire that I've been doing.
Well, see, you can also shut your oxygen tank off, too.
So it's just like, here's another way to do it.
I mean, I'm just going by a smoker's point of view, you know. If you're going to
Skull is
smoke,
the type
there's
where if you need help, and he'll help you. He might judge yourself off your own stupidity, but he'll help you get to see it through.
yeah, I'll help you. I'll make sure you get that smoke.
Won't ask any questions about, you sure it's a good? Nope, none of that.
Nope. Sure. Okay, buddy. Shh, turn it off. There you go.
Yeah, and I used to see a more cautious, warning side of you. And I think just to catch here, but I think after so many discussions of me just fucking winging shit, I think you said fuck it with that.
Fuck it, just go with it. We only live once.
I'm sorry, bring some more of that caution back into your life. I didn't mean to do that.
Well, I still have a little caution, but hey.
Literally, one thing that does stand as a memory is gradually over the years, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, at first being like, dude, really think about it, to over time it's being like, okay, you sure about that? Okay, yeah, you feel like that's a good, yep, okay.
Hey, you gotta learn. That's all I gotta say. I'm the type, if you do stupid ideas, you gotta learn from them stupid ideas.
Yeah, but I feel like I heavily inspired that. Not to give myself a pretentious trip, but I feel like after so many times of trying to get me to see the light, you were just like, you know what, you're not gonna fucking listen.
I learned that anyway. The older you get, the more you learn that.
Oh God. Why can't? I'm not saying you don't have to experience a little bit of, scrape on the knees to fucking learn something. But what does every lesson have to come at the cost of, all right, you got knowledge. Now, how's that trauma feeling?
I mean, how else are you supposed to learn?
I've adopted that mindset too, Skull. And let's just say to people like me, maybe it's a further reason of why I just might need to be somewhere someday. Because me with that mentality, it's like, all right, motherfucker. I'll spill a little bit of blood and see what happens.
Go for it. Good luck. Sure ain't gonna be mine.
Yeah. Of course not. Yes, I care about you too fucking much. Maybe it's like gonna be that chicken coop that won't shut the fuck up 2 blocks down.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with fresh chicken once in a while.
See? Who said it had to get? Who said they had to get the extremes of 2 legs? No, we got poultry all around this town.
Just gotta be smarter than that.
Wonder why there's a massive chicken population decrease in this whole fucking country area, Farmstead. A certain man's been getting his anger.
Oh, you have everybody out looking for this weird animal thing, deheading chickens, they'd be all run, people be scattering everywhere. They'd be like, what's going on? What happened to the chicken's heads?
Think the population was overrun by what's already overrun by coyotes. Nope. I outdone them just one man.
be some fucked up shit. It'd be all over the news.
Just one man and some fucked up anger. Well, more than anger issues, but that's besides the point. Did more damage than the whole local coyote population.
He just wiped them all out.
Oh my god! Why people try to turn their fucking heads at that one? Well, we aren't angry at the coyotes anymore. However, we don't know what to do about this.
We don't know about the this strange man running around hitting all the animals.
Fuck! Watch all the coyotes go disappearing too. Look,
They probably just
heard,
on their own.
I've heard it very controversially, but I've heard some people do hunt coyote and feed off their kill.
Yeah, there's people that does hunt coyotes.
You're actually eating a wild dog, but that's where the controversy comes in. But I mean,
I watched a guy one time on YouTube. It was a hunting show. It was coyote hunting.
if you're going after population that's horribly endangering your shit, then I don't say any of those ethics are still involved.
Oh yeah, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Yeah, but I mean, when you cross that line, you see ethics and you see, an animal that's looked at different. Coyotes aren't that. They're a fucking pest.
Oh yeah, I mean they have their good. I mean they're handy for one thing.
They take out fucking livestock. They pester your fucking shit. I mean, if they are handy for some shit, I don't know about it. I've always been told that they can fuck up your whole livestock and what you got going for your farm. Them foxes.
Calves, especially if you got cows calving a lot and newborns and stuff, where they can't get away from them. Yeah. Like if a cow leaves a calf alone by itself.
That's
like,
where. Well, that's where, okay, since community likes to discuss real shit and ethics, all that, okay, that's as real as it fucking gets. You got coyotes on your property. What does that translate to you? Are you gonna transgress that step of man over into the bounds of nature, or do you still see it as a domesticated dog? Me, I don't. They're another wild nuisance that if it ever came down to for game and wild game, then yeah.
Well,
yeah. Hang on 1 second.
Get ready.
Sorry, man.
$69 degrees.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh boy. Fun never stops, Skull.
No, it never does.
Oh. We kind of gave my comm his last day, to say it bestly and professionally, so he's got a couple more shifts until I have a new one here taking over.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And we're gonna kind of see if we can put an ad out for just somebody. How do I say it, man? Stimulate. You already know how Stimulate gets to me. Well, with ComHab, that's been one thing. Is what are our plans for the day? What do we put down in the charts that we did? And even my care services like that, even if they know I'm disabled, like I can get shit done, but the capacity of my brain is really where it gets in the way. So yet, I'll even use that as an example. Yes, y'all see me talking, doing all that. That's its very simple capacity at my desk.
Yeah.
I get a lot more stimulation if all things get difficult for me.
Yeah.
So recently, my comment has been kind of like, and my services, which I have to talk to them about. Once again, they know my issues, what's wrong with me, but they've been like, we have to put down the y'all, did something on it. That's not part of my plan.
Anything else you need?
No, that's it.
Any more sequels to tomorrow?
If you feel like you can work on it, you don't have to. Yeah. Both of warming up before you bring it over, please. Put it in the microwave for 1 minute. I'm listening to you, buddy.
No worries. Yeah. So, it can get to the point where mid sentence, if my brain instantly gets wore out, I go just like this, and I go into rest mode for a while.
Yeah.
Right? So I've already learned through school. I've already learned through getting my diploma. It's a very fucking reason why I got taken out of school, because that's it's not safe, especially being on a job site like that. Right?
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that I really wish more people were tuning in right now, because for all the questions, people might want some more answers to. This is one of those topics.
Yeah.
Sure. When I don't have much stimuli exhausted, I do great, because then I can focus on what I truly need to with the little stimuli I can handle or have
Yeah.
to output. But once it goes beyond that, not only do I go manic, my brain starts to shut down. I literally have geriatric symptoms where I start drooling on myself. I start going into full shutdown, forgetting to talk, forgetting how English works.
Damn.
Yeah, man. So as much as I smoothly operate now, I do so at a very careful cost. Literally.
You move at your own pace.
Yes, but there's a crucial behind that though.
Yeah.
It's that, but it's literally for a vital reason.
Oh yeah.
That if anything were to go out of pace or to that, yeah, to somebody who might understand what I'm talking about, might seem like, oh man, you just got to get your shit reined in. No, there is almost two decades, almost 2 decades built on. Well, there is 2 decades built on 2.5 of that background, that
Yeah.
leading up to this knowledge, right? Let's just say a lot of those things, even I myself have habitually grown to put in the back of my mind. Because if I were to focus on those things every day, all of it in and in out, it is enough to drive somebody fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Yeah. I say so.
Shit, man. Just once again, another layer to that. Oh, things seem like they're going fine today. Yeah, but at what cost?
Yeah.
Hell, ComApp. Yeah, I was talking to y'all about a little bit ago. Yeah, man, I put that on slow because once again, I find that I'm out and things are just right there, and it's just, you can feel everything the fuck around you, and it all adds up to stimuli.
Oh yeah.
And that for the same reason as, once again, while just sometimes during sex, just put my head down, dude. My
Yeah.
brain just reaches a fucking point where there's not doing.
Oh yeah. Your brain's like, yep, it's time to slow down for a minute. It's time to take a nap.
What fucks me up is people don't look realistically with what's going on with them unless they look like they are suffering, right? Here's the
Yeah.
thing, and I'm going to define a little bit more on that. Though I have what's going on with me, it's either you don't look like you're in pain, or when you are trying to have a good day, that alone is backwards to you.
Yeah.
That's why, once again, with everything and all that, and there's a million different views about what's going on. I just hope I've made sense to people well enough with what's going on with me. And no, this isn't like I happen to clarify myself or nothing like that. But it is a clarification on, how some of this shit works.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I try to conversate as well as I can when I'm up on panels and things like that. Just a lot of these things, once again, are kind of floating around in the background. Crow-Tamp, brother, good afternoon to you. How are we?
So Grotan.
Very good to see you, brother.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna smoke me a Bolski.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got
And
my pipe ready.
right on, brother. I'll have one packed up here in a minute. I've come to realize, after all this time, I've been smoking some more green bowls more often, and I'm come to realize that the whole tobacco nicotine thing by this point, I might have, originally used it to feel something, but at this point, the feeling is more turned into a deep habit.
Yeah.
Literally, at this point, I don't even feel like the urge to use it like I did in the beginning. I more feel like it's just a habit to kick.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm probably gonna pack a greener bowl in here.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, man. You've heard me lately fucking hacking and short of breath and shit like that. That's another thing, dude. Recently I've been hitting some alerts on that, My lungs have been functioning funny on me.
Yeah.
Fucking that type of shit. And I need to turn that around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm at a perfect time to do so in my life. If anything, I am at the crucial time to do so in my life.
Yeah.
I'm getting older, that part might be a little bit too late. Then again, they do say, past a certain point of tobacco usage, the lungs become irreparable. But I hope I haven't reached that point yet. Fuck. If I did, it's my own fault.
Yeah.
I guess that's another one of the... Not to say anything alarming, y'all, but I guess that's another one of the reasons why I've been kind of taking a step back and looking at everything, Crucial choice-wise. If, I've healed up from prolonged choices, let's say, good. That's a second chance at life. And if I haven't, well, then just make peace with that as best I can. Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
That is right.
Because in the end, where it truly does come to fruition, and what matters is what I'll face afterwards, if anybody believes that way.
Yeah.
Once again, man, I don't mean to speak anything alarming. I'm just taking an overall look at myself,
No, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Putting it real into my mind, as real as people in my family have been trying to knock common sense into me,
Yeah. Because, you're still young at age. You can change. You can change a lot of things.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at that fucking mixed bowl that I packed right now, and I don't want to smoke that, so I'm going to get my small bubbler here, and I'm going to smoke a greener bowl out of that.
Hell yeah.
No, not feeling the bullshit.
Shit, yeah.
Yep. Gonna kick habits just as quick as we started them.
Yeah.
If I can find my bowl piece. My plan is to put the bowl piece in here, pack a greener in, and we'll be good to go. I even have a couple buds sitting in front of me, too. Fuck.
Yeah.
Let's use this bowl. Actually, no. Still gonna use the same size bong. And alright, grab a desk here to put in there.
Watch your mouth, it's real hot.
Thank you.
No. Come here. What's up?
Pause there.
Oh, no.
Brother.
Go to sleep, baby.
All right, buddy. Ready when you're ready.
Hell yeah. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers, buddy. I'm gonna bring some Kool-Aid. Mm-hmm.
No, he come back in upstairs.
He's lying about something outside.
Because you got food, that's what he's lying about.
Yeah, dude.
Food.
I've been spitting up pure brown shit out of my fucking lungs.
That means you're cleaning out your lungs.
Let me tell you, after I get done, done with that whole coughing spell, I feel amazing.
No.
That's why I'm always spitting, y'all. I don't let any of that shit stay in my lungs. None of it.
Yeah.
Fucking not even a little bit of that shit. I'm fucking hacking spit until I got cotton mouth. Yep. Oh, yeah. Then, not only does some water rehydrate me, but it also gets those pores filled back up with actual water and not fucking tar, nicotine, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
So I've got a little bit of a clean out process that I'm doing for my lungs here, starting to. The other thing is, and I don't mean to keep falling back on this, but it's a blatant reason why I stopped giving a fuck. Everybody around me stopped giving a fuck about life. And I mean it. I know it's not a fucking excuse. I know it's not. I know that we alone can carve our destiny. But me, to a certain point, I've had a hard time doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then it kind of does zero back to, for me, all the shit that I'm kind of dealing with and trying to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, to those that might or might not think, no matter which way you think, that stuff might run through my brain. It does. It does. Believe me, those are all things that go into how I'm going to handle myself as the decades go by.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Because for a while, I'll admit to you, I've been walking through it like a dream, just truly going off with my mental shit. And when I mean a dream, I mean not even focusing on getting better from my mental shit. Just kind of letting it go off and just kind of feeling through it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not only is that not healthy, but it's only going to create a cycle for more bad habits.
Yeah, but it also ain't good to hold in stuff either.
Oh no, that's kind of how I was going to end that is it's good to let those things out. It's good to let those things out, and that's exactly what that is. Right? It's letting them out. It's getting through them. It's letting them fucking get out there. But where I get stuck with a combination of the forgetfulness and the manic loops is being stuck in that. And when I give these things labels, they are not an excuse. They are still my behaviors. They are still things to work on. But given those labels and given the scientific research behind how they affect the brain, they do play a part in these things.
Oh yeah.
Right? Just trying to explain the mental field a little bit because I've seen a lot of questions, regarding, well, they seem aware of this. They seem like that. Yeah, but that person might be walking through a dream.
Yeah.
You want to talk about split personality? Their other personality might not even be there and then present by that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been there before, man. It's a freaky place to be. You don't remember who you were. You don't remember what you did. But at the same time, who you are in that moment afterward, you feel something about it. And it's not right.
Especially if ever what you've done wasn't right.
Yeah. It's exactly. It's like, I know damn well I am, fucking, once again, manic, let's say. Going off, fucking, going through a whole fucking manic spell. And then coming down. Dude, it's weird coming down. You look around and you're like, feels like you're waking up from a dream or waking up from anesthesia.
Damn.
Yeah, man. You're looking around and you're like, what the fuck? What's going on?
What's up? What happened? What did I do?
Yeah. Okay. Shit.
Is
Except for
all
you're
the
not in
neighbor
a fucking
cows still
hospital
alive?
bed. Huh?
Is all the neighbor cows still alive?
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
checking.
Yeah. Except for you're not in a fucking hospital bed. You're not in the hospital room. And that might sound like, let's say, an example of PTSD to me in hospital rooms from two different points of view. One is this, one is that.
What?
Yeah, man, it's a lot of mental exercise stuff.
Taking Tom's laying there on the sink.
Move. Look at stuff.
I'm listening to you.
No worries, brother. One second here.
Excuse me.
Yeah, how you feel?
Yep.
Oh shit! I've been just getting some coffee in.
I'm out of coffee.
Huh?
I'm out of coffee.
How does one run out of coffee?
You drink too much coffee.
Yeah, I feel that. Oh, believe me, I try to compensate for that issue. One point by huh?
I said it don't work too well, does it?
It doesn't. Yeah, it fucking doesn't. Oh god. Oh my goodness.
Huh? Can't fit them.
No. My feet don't slide in them.
Save them for when you have a little running.
Oh, they ain't gonna fit.
Oh, every time you be like you probably.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's see.
Excuse me.
You don't have anything else.
Oh shit.
Get up and help.
Hey, excuse me. Who's been working ever since daylight? Who's been working ever since daylight?
Yes.
Who went and loaded wood by themselves? Who went and cut trees by themselves? Yeah. Fucker. I'm sitting down and relaxing.
Is that how we feel, Skull?
That's right.
Oh, out there fucking being a goddamn lumberjack, eh?
Mm-hmm. Doing lumberjack things.
Oh, how does that end up?
We wore out.
Oh, the sadly enough, I feel that, but it's not from the same thing. Yeah, from that right there.
Hmm?
I say yeah, from that right there.
Good, Sam. If it ain't gonna rain, I might get back on the couch. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Dude, it's been cloudy here all day, and all of a sudden it starts sprinkling a little, and it stopped.
Same here. Literally the same shit happened here.
So I've been out in it most of the morning. It ain't gonna rain. There's other shit got to get done.
Huh?
Same about farming, man. No matter if it's sunshine or snow on the ground, you got to get things done.
Is that how you feel?
Yep.
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. See, the question is, Skull. Question always will be.
What's that?
That's a good question. Oh my god.
I know when nightfall comes, I sleep good. That's for sure.
See, oh, I feel that one of the sad thing is I ain't even been up that fucking long. Oh, oh god.
I was up at 6 this morning.
Good God, Skull.
I was up at 6 this morning. Come in here, I sat down. Rolled me a joint, smoked it, took me 2 hits out of the pipe. Checked on the cows. And we got me something to eat. About around 8:30, 8:31, I left to get something to eat.
Holy shit. Sure, you've been bustling.
Yeah.
Holy shit, brother. Props to you.
I'll be glad
I
when
don't blame
Sunday gets here.
Huh?
I'll be glad when Sunday gets here.
Oh shit, was Sunday.
My day off.
Oh shit. Right on.
Kinda. I gotta get up that morning. I still get up at 6 anyways, don't make a difference.
Oh, you got yourself in a cycle.
Yeah. I'll get up every morning I get up early. So
Yeah.
but Sunday all I'll have to do is just go out and check on the cows. Make sure they got feed and hay. Make sure ain't no calves born. And I'll come back in, I'll have the rest of the day.
See, that's a good question. What do you do if you go out and there's just a random surprise of a calf born?
I'll mark it down on the calendar.
Oh shit.
That's another $100 in my pocket.
Holy shit. Skull's keeping track of the books. Oh damn. No wonder you're getting paid well. You're inventorying. Yeah, you're taking inventory.
Yeah, every time a cow has a calf, that's money in my pocket.
What it sounds like, just from overall, is inventory, upkeep on fucking mechanics, working with the mechanics. Shit. Or I think I told me you operate them, but do you do the mechanics on them as well?
Yeah, I work on all the tractors we got.
Holy shit.
Every piece of equipment we got, I work on.
Now, do you also once get to the piloting and?
Oh, you mean driving?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know how to work on. I know how to drive every tractor we got. Dude, I started driving tractors when my legs could reach the clutch and brakes.
Something tells me, brother, that you are being brought up to be the heir of this farm.
Mm-hmm.
Right on to you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way it sounds is you're kind of, you're adapting to what, you're being apprenticed to. You're getting the ropes for the whole fucking workings of the place.
But I've been doing all that. Well, like I said, as soon as my legs was long enough to reach the clutch and brake on a tractor, I was out hauling hay. And hauling hay and feeding cattle.
Mm.
So I've literally growed up on this farm. Literally.
Yeah. That sounds like the embodiment of a man who is literally going to be, sounds like this farm's going to be yours someday.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've worked on it. I've worked in it. Hell yeah. Dude, that's badass.
Yeah.
Farming is in high demand. Shit, man. If it weren't for the farmers, we a lot of things would be going right the fuck under.
Yeah. It's like everything else. It takes a certain breed to be a farmer.
Oh, people might not realize. At the end of the day, you got food. Who's putting food literally in your fridge? Who's putting food literally in the cans and what you even have preserved? Who's putting food inside the cartons of eggs that you got?
That's right.
Inside of the flour that you bake with, the grains that came from that,
It's what the farmers growed.
right down to pretty much the salt of the earth, brother.
Yeah.
And I even say, the commercialized and let's say mass produced to include that term in. Where would they still have gotten their core ingredients from? The fucking farmers.
Yep.
Shit, you cannot do anything without the skills to tend up nature.
That's right. That's like your milk.
Brother,
There's a big farm, milks all them cows every day for you have a glass of milk.
if I want to extend this even further in broader term, right? The fucking, and I say farming in a sense, once again, wider aspect, you're working with earth materials rawly to get a product out of the earth. You're literally farming a product out of the earth. So where I'm going with this is mining. Okay?
Like coal mining and stuff.
Your coal, your metals, your precious metals.
Yep.
Thank the miners, man. MINERS, mining.
Well, I mean, you think, because this is the way you see it. There is somebody who's putting that on the table. There is somebody who's risking their life every day to get that stuff and do that stuff.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, everybody in life has something they do to make some kind of income.
Yeah.
Because like this, if you ain't got no way to make money, you ain't gonna have money. You gotta have money to make money.
Huh?
That's just the way the world works. If you ain't got the money, you ain't got nothing.
Let's put that into perspective too. So money itself, we wouldn't even have money if if it weren't for precious metals and paper.
Yeah.
Which guess where they both come from?
Nature. It's like I said, there's loggers, there's your farmers, there's your coal miners, your salt miners. There's a
See,
lot of people do a lot of things. They don't get a lot of thank you for a lot of times.
no, you're 100% correct. The middlemen are usually not even spoken of, and it's sad.
Right.
It's legitimately, man. It's not good. You have a bunch of these corporations that are taking over and just having the name from, yeah, but who's doing where are you even getting your materials from? Okay. I'll extend that credit to, let's say, some more advanced people, right? You have your programmers and your technicians, right?
Yep.
So not only would so you find out how to make the machinery and harness the metals. Okay, well, you wouldn't even know how to operate it if not for the people that you set in place with that knowledge.
That's right.
You know? Shit.
Like all these computers are being built. Somebody has to turn the screws. A lot of it
Well,
ain't done by electronics.
I guess what I'm going for here is the the topic that I'm going for here is that either way, it all comes down to we have to remember our appreciation for, yes, Mother Earth and our fellow species that we are helping.
That's right.
We cannot discredit that. Either way, it all comes down to that.
There's
It's
always somebody doing it.
yeah, literally, it's the very reason that we were able to build up what we have today.
Yep.
Shit, dude. One of the reasons why I like this studying this tattoo form so much, this tabori, is because it literally gets right down to the point of, let's say, making art, all right?
Yeah.
Which also goes into depending on how you look at the broad terms, advancements, all those things, okay? So if I may segue a little bit into tattooing. Well, the tattoo designs that we are inspired off of, you wouldn't even have those if it were not from literal fucking wood carvers and scroll makers.
Yeah.
All the way back in feudal times.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm talking about the Japan kind of segment of things. You wouldn't even have any of this beautifully patterned tattoo work today if not for that history.
Yeah. And people learning that history. So that history can keep going down ancestors after ancestors after ancestors. Keep it going.
So that, I'm really fucking glad you mentioned that, Go. Because you literally just mentioned the segue note onto something I wanted to talk about. And that is the apprenticing, right? Going through your apprenticing in the years of doing this, right?
Yeah.
Now, it brings me back to what I was saying, I think, yesterday. Is as much as I've gotten all this wrote down, I am not even on the track to sitting there yet and studying somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's where real training and patience kick in. That's where I don't have to disregard everything I've learned, but I'm like, all right, kind of don't pay attention to that right now. What I remember is great, but keep my eyes here and now. Yeah, man.
Everybody has what they're good at.
Oh, for sure. That's why we have, a craftsman of their trade. Someone that's good at their trade. That's exactly why they had that title.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you think of a farmer. Farmer's got to have skills to be a carpenter.
Yes.
And
a mechanic.
And a mechanic. So there we go. I've got the skills. I know how to run a torch. I know how to run a welder. I know how to build.
Yeah.
I know how to wire.
Yeah, you have to know all the ins and outs pretty much. If something requires skills of something, well, then you learn that too.
That's right.
Shit.
That's right. You're never at the point of your mind to never quit learning. You're always want to learn more.
Now, see, that. I want to touch on that for a moment because that is something that regards how my brain works. I may not be able to retain it all up here, but as far as me being able to put it into notes, I've been able to put it in notes in such a way where this information is in this section. Segments next onto this note of information leads to this, but it also leads to this, and that's why it's going here.
Yeah.
I guess you can also say a bit where somewhere down the line, whether I've always had traits of manic OCD or I developed that through this,
Yeah.
It is what it is today.
Yeah. But you think about it this way. It's like the way, like you just said, you got your notes laid out. So if there's a subject come up on a certain thing and part of your mind, you're like, oh, hey, I know right where that subject is. I can go right straight to my book and I can tell you all about it.
Well, just on one of my things here that actually happened because he was talking about, let me see if I can find it. He was talking about, was it these? No, not the hawk size. Not, hang on, I gotta find this one. It was in my book here, but it was in a place where I think it might have been in the back. Notes and composing. It might have been in the back here because I was reading on mythologies. Here it is, mythologies. And when it came to that, some new stuff came up as far as inspirations for such, and they were going over from mythology, so they're also talking about learning about that. So that also, you know, the segue of the mentor student, I guess, dynamic segued into the mythologies.
Yeah.
Before this, they were talking about that and how to start learning and really what bases to really go with as far as a name.
Yeah.
So I really have been trying to get a feel for those before I present my research go over my research again in a very categorized manner, and then present that to somebody, be like, this is what I've studied, this is what I know about this, just to get a feel of I'm not starting into something random.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Walk into a tattoo shop looking for students and studentage and tutelage, and they're gonna ask you, okay, what do you even know of this? Well, that's what I even know, you know.
Yeah.
Hoping to go somewhere with this and what I learned and my passion for learning more about this.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully what I'm doing now conveys that when I actually go to present that to somebody.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So instead of them being like, we don't really see the passion for you learning, so we don't really know what you're gonna pick up from this, they more of a feel of, okay, you at least have a view of the basics.
Yeah.
Hey, it's okay. Welcome, brother. Just saw you come in. Hell yeah. Sorry, I'm just rambling about some of my artwork stuff. Oh, so I do appreciate you chilling with me here as well, just kind of hearing me go through all this.
Always, buddy.
Shit, man. Amongst all my time of learning, I'd like to be just doing something knowledgeable.
Yeah, yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hell yeah. Plus, when it comes time to here in a little bit, I'll feel more than ready to be kicking back and chilling with y'all. I do hope y'all are having a good afternoon. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Shit. I think I might pack up another bolster here soon. Hell yeah. Getting a little bit of work done here in the pads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna smoke this none with you, and like I'm gonna go do some fishing.
You feel. If it wasn't for this fucking snapping turtle in that pond, I would be doing some fishing too. But no,
Fish.
what?
You can fish when I fish with a pond full of snapping turtles. They don't ever bite my hook.
Oh, this one's pissed off at me now because the one time I tried to do it on purpose and I got him in the neck. No, yeah, no, it knows. It fucking remembers.
So
Fucking seeing shit bob up out of the fucking water. Weird, man. It's in a pond, so you know damn well it's like you're not a goddamn shark, motherfucker.
Well, see, for it to be able to do anything, tell you gotta get in the pond.
And if my line gets jammed,
Why are you waiting in a pond if your line gets jammed?
fishing you.
That's what the bank's for.
And if my line gets jammed, I gotta go into the pond, you goof.
You talking about like if your line gets hung?
Yes.
Oh, no, just give it a jerk.
That doesn't work. Believe me, I tried that.
Well, tighten up your drag in.
Okay, that might do something. But still, it's gonna be in the fucking tree, Skull.
So you just keep jerking till something breaks. Tighten up your drag, reel your string up, and give it a real hard jerk.
And if that doesn't work,
Most time that works.
motherfucker. People just have no backup solutions, do they?
I mean, if that don't work, just pull out a pocket knife, cut your string, put you on another hook and floater.
See, that's what I usually resort to, right fucking there.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah, see. So that pond, as far as using any of my good lures in, no. Fuck no. There's not even anything in there to even I've learned to catch anything with a good lure in.
have you tried a worm and a hook?
Oh, the snapping turtle likes them.
Yeah, but you gotta realize the snapping turtle, it takes like overnight from the bite. You literally gotta set a trot line and put something on it for it to bite. And it takes overnight for him just to find it and bite it.
That's not what happened here.
Oh, well, he's just hungry again.
That's exactly what. Hungry and pissed.
Huh? Okay, well, you get hungry and pissed too.
First time when I got it in the net by accident, I didn't realize it was still waiting around, and I was fucking sitting in the boom, sitting there. I'm like, oh, fucking catch, yay! Fucking reels right back for more. I'm like, no, you fucker, get off. I'm not. No, I already got you up on land once. I already know what you're gonna do next time I get you up here.
Just whack him right in the head.
See, that's what I wanted to fucking do. And Mom's like, no, he's been in that fucking pond longer than you can imagine, longer than you've even been here. You leave him be.
Yeah, but turtle soup sounds pretty good.
It really does, and that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, a catch is still a catch. I've never tried turtle. If I don't catch fish, well, damn, I'm gonna be trying some turtle, and I've never tried turtle.
Way I figure you could never hit the hook. This is what I figure. If it hits my hook and it's big enough to fit in the skillet, it's coming home.
It'll fit in a fucking skillet. It might need to be chopped down and quartered, but
yeah, that's the way I figure it. If it bites my hook, it's lunch.
we're in the fucking middle of town. Next thing you know, fucking townsfolk, we smell fucking swamp creature cooking from that house. Barbecue, Louisiana inspired. You want some?
It's called a snapping turtle. It's freshly caught.
Oh shit!
It stole my bait, so I stole it.
Stole my bait, so I stole its remaining XP.
Yep. Fried its ass up.
This is where I wish you were here right now, buddy. It's gonna be corn snake this whole time around.
I didn't know it, but I didn't know turtles had 7 different flavors of meat.
Now I wonder if some of them are like dark meat fibers and like different fiber too. You know what I mean?
I dressed a turtle one time.
You go taking a bite on a chicken versus taking a bite on a fucking beef or deer, though. Of course, they're different fucking.
Yeah, but this, which I done it wrong. We're supposed to let them sit and soak, so they're supposed to stay alive, you know.
Yeah, because you want fresh fucking.
So I just figured, just like everything else, you know, you cut its head off, hang it upside down, and you skin it. Yeah, I found out real quick it don't work like that with turtle.
What did you do?
Freshly caught them and dressed them. I didn't let them sit in water for so many days, and
Yeah, you have to let them fucking soak out all the grit and bullshit.
I didn't.
Oh, what? How was that?
It wasn't too bad. Didn't make me sick or nothing.
Did you spit out sand?
No,
Then why are you bitching?
I just really crazy about the taste of it.
Okay, what it tastes like?
Tastes like just straight up mud.
That, that's one of the factors on why you're supposed to wash them out and fucking do
Yeah.
the deep cleaning. And there's preparation to these things, Skill.
See, I didn't know that. So
That's why I kept pressing you for questions. I was like, but why did it taste like Swamp Thing?
yeah. So how do you use that for
Oh,
catfish bait?
holy shit. Hey, that's getting used out of it. Just fucking see if the other mud creatures want some.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? I'm glad you wanted some because now I'm about to see how you taste in the frying pan. You know?
Now, the catfish tastes good in the frying pan.
Oh, dude. Catfish can't go wrong with them, man. Can't go
Shit,
wrong with some. Yeah. Huh?
shit, no. I like to
Bullhead,
catch them.
too.
I normally catch them and bring them home and dress them
Hell
and cut the
yeah.
mud vein out of it.
Huh. Now, you ever tried them as jerky?
No, I ain't never tried it as jerky.
Uh,
You gonna get
you
me to
know,
try something now?
you got you the whole dehydrator process and all that shit. And you don't go in like it's fucking venison or nothing with the cracked pepper or nothing. You can, but I choose to, more of an array of spices, like something that were made for that, even if it wasn't dehydrated.
Yeah.
And dude, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like on the better end of not bad.
I need to try that. I ain't never tried no dry the fish.
It's got a fine line because you don't want it to turn into fucking.
Like rubber.
Yeah, and you also still want it to do its thing.
I have to Google and see what the temp's got to be for it.
There's the fucking the mathematics on all that shit can get a little bit funny.
Yeah, I'll just Google it.
I highly recommend it, brother, because the end result is good.
I'll try it some of it.
You can also, rehydrate it, cook it. It's got still some of that ageness to it, but once again, done with a clean process. You just aged.
I'll try and make a couple pieces of it before I do a whole big fish.
Now, have you ever tried smoke infusing?
No, but I'm gonna sometime or another, probably this year, I'm gonna build a smoker.
Now, there's a simple way to do smoke infusing. You simply just take you some chips, light them, wait for that smoke to collect it inside of a thing, and then set it with your, over top of the dish you want to use or whatever ingredients you want to use. And then that smoke from that wood is going to permeate with that and infuse your. It's a quick way of doing it, though.
Yeah. So I'm gonna build a smokehouse. So I'm gonna take me a round barrel, big metal barrel, like what oil comes in.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cut me a door out in the front of it to put me one of them. You ever seen them stove kits to build a stove, wood stove?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna build exactly me a wood stove, except I'm just gonna use it just to hook up to my smoker. So I'm gonna run a pipe from the top of that stove down and cross and up into the smoker. So my wood would be burnt in that barrel on the outside. So all the smoke in that barrel is gonna come through that pipe and up through the smokehouse.
Hell yeah. I like that. Literally, you've got the whole place for smoking and where it's going to be fueled to, over to where it's actually going to be doing the smoking to the. I like that.
Yeah.
See, I had an idea pitch, but it was kind of more direct.
Yeah.
You ever see like the brick stoves, wood fire stoves?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, kind of same building system that you were talking about, but fucking stone stove made.
Yeah. Make it out of stone. And you just slide the racks in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do that.
Hell yeah.
If you don't have the stone, you can also make it out of wood.
I was gonna say I chose stone, or at least from my explanation, because I've seen people build some really unique looking shit with stonemasonry.
Yeah.
And like, let's say you have like a wide opening igloo style fucking stone oven. I just think it aesthetically has a cool look to it. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're badass. You can build them ever how you want to build them. That's what the cool thing about them are.
Hell yeah. Oh hell yeah.
See, like my foundation for mine's gonna be out of concrete blocks.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm gonna build my foundation. And I'm gonna go on top of them concrete blocks, and I'm gonna pour like concrete down in the middle of them, and I'm gonna stick angle iron in there.
Yeah.
So my mud plate from my little building on top of them is gonna be bolted to that concrete block. So I just go up, and it'd be shaped like a little building with a door on the front of it. Be made out of cedar.
Sounds cool. Huh?
I said I'm gonna build it out of cedar. What my plans is.
Hell yeah, brother, that's badass.
Yeah, instead of having racks, like where some people has racks, I'm gonna have hooks. You just reach up there and I'm gonna have a wrangle arm running across the top of it. And all you do is reach in there, grab your hooks, grab them off, hook your meat up, and hook it back up.
That's kind of what I was thinking up here myself.
Yeah.
Interesting, brother.
Yeah, so when the smoke comes up, it smokes both sides of it at the same time.
Oh, you're going to have that whole little, you said it was going to be like an igloo style?
No, it's going to be like a miniature sized chicken coop in a way. But the building part of it.
Like the shape?
Yeah, it's going to be shaped like a little box.
Oh. Is it going to be big enough for like a walk-in?
No. This is going to be big enough to have a door opens up because it's a smoker. You don't want to build too big a one. So it just, the only thing it's going to be big enough to do is to hang up. I'll have rods through the top of it. Well, it holds hooks.
Huh.
So I'll hang up all my meat in there. Then I might fix a little rack on the bottom, like a rack in the middle, to lay the stuff on. So on top of the stuff hanging and the stuff laying on the rack, but all the smoke comes up from the bottom of it. And it goes out the top.
Huh. Interesting. That'll be cool to fucking see, Skull, when it's finished.
I'm planning on building one because I want to smoke some deer meat.
I don't
never
blame
smoked
you.
it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Oh, shit, did I miss venison? I really miss me some venison. Shit.
Smoke it and cut it off in slices.
Yeah.
Like the hams come off in slices, and you just put them like have them take with you to go hunting or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit, dude. See.
Out working, need a snack. There you go.
Huh?
I said, like if you're out working, you pack a bag of them with you in your pocket, and you have a snack.
I think that'll be fucking cool. Yeah. That'll have some nice results to it when it gets done, brother.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. How long do you think it'll take you, roughly?
As soon as I get started on it, it won't take me very long.
Right on.
I probably, if I got started on it, I probably could have the foundation in one day.
Yeah.
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 Because when I start on something, I work on it until I get it finished.
I don't blame that, brother. It's pride in your work, seeing the job through. I don't blame that at all, brother.
Nah.
Yeah.
Keep me busy.
Huh?
I said I like to stay busy, so
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Shit.
so I done fixed. There's two buildings here behind the house. One of them used to be a calf shed for keep calves in and stuff. The
Yeah.
boxing was off of it. So 3 days in a row, I was working on that. I put all the boxing back on the front of it. I built a platform-like thing for the nesting boxes to set on for the chickens. I put up a back wall on one side of it to split it in half. So one side can stay for me to park my garden tiller in if it comes up a rain or something.
Yeah.
And the other side's going to be my chicken coop. So I
Right
fixed all
on,
that
bro.
up in there. Took me like 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah, because I done it mostly during starting the summer when it's still a little cold out.
That's not long, brother.
No,
That's not long at all.
I done got the post set in the ground for the wire. I just got to go get the wire.
Holy shit, dude. Working like a madman.
Yeah, when I get started on something, I don't quit till it gets done.
Hey, determination, pride in your work, like I was saying. It's an honorable trait.
I even done built the door for the chicken coop. I just got to get the hinges.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So,
This house is awfully quiet. It's like,
everybody's on vacation.
huh?
I said, everybody's on vacation.
That's fuck. I totally forgot what I came down here to get anyway. What the hell?
Was it coffee?
Mm-mm. However, I did have some of that juice.
What?
I think that's what it was.
Buddy?
Yeah.
You take it easy.
That how you feel.
Confusion.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and get on my other boat. I'm gonna go out and get on my pedal boat.
Oh. Hey. Hell yeah, brother.
See if I can catch some bluegills in my other pond I got down here.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Hell yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Yes, sir.
I'll catch you later on sometime.
Hey. No doubt, brother. I'll catch you later on, yeah?
Yeah. Take it easy, buddy.
Hey. Best of luck to you out there fishing, brother. You take it easy.
Yeah. Peace.
Yeah, peace, peace. Right on, man. Pardon me, I'm just getting my coffee here. Yeah, dude. Just chilling out. Getting a little bit of stuff done at the desk. Seeing what's all going on with the afternoon. Pretty much counting down to 4:20 at this point. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I don't know, because I really need some ice in my coffee. Damn. There we go. Coffee. We're good. Simba. Simba. One second. Come here, bud. He's the bud boy. He's the bud boy. All right. All right. You gotta come down here and sit with him for a little bit. Bud boy. What are you doing? All right. Let's see here. Huh. It's turning into not so bad looking of a day. Come here, bud. Come here. Oh, shit. We got us some coffee. So that's good. Got us some coffee. Get our back support here. I'm going to mute that. Oh, it's nice. Oh, it's nice. Right there. One thing here. A little bit. And I'm looking for real quick. Oh, let's try it.
But it's the eyeball at done.
I think it's getting off. Yeah. That project actually got me stumbling onto research where, let's say, some more American traditionally known birds, such as eagles, hawks, things like that, Might incorporate into this. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. Researching while we're working. Hell yeah. And balancing that with getting up and around the house every now and then, so getting crucial steps done as time goes by. Shit, dude. Maybe take another ripper here with y'all. A little bit. Just want to see here. Where I can carry borders. And continue find my work. Just a moment. Oh yeah. I do hope everyone's having a good afternoon, man. Stay lit, staying lifted. Shit. Oh shit. Grotan, brother. Hell yeah. I hope it kicks in well, brother. That's what's up. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Shit. You know, thinking about it. I think my edible stash is down in the fridge down there. Get me thinking here for a moment. Second here. Got some things to work with at this. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Shit. Hey, Pat, good afternoon. Hell yeah. Hey. I hope y'all are having just that, man. A good afternoon. Shit. That's what's up. Oh. I'm just working with the pads here, seeing what all I can get lined up. Probably smoke something with y'all here in a little bit. Shit, as far as myself goes. One second. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be needing me a good smoke here in just a second. There we go. Just had to get our shit figured out, eh? Hell yeah. Hey, thank you, Pat. I appreciate that. Yeah, just getting a feel for the papers today. Seeing where things going this afternoon. Yeah. Trying to see here if some of these cultural references make sense. Yeah. Hell yeah. A little bit of research. Working with my research. Let's see what comes of it. Let's see here. What the? Bend around over. Further down. So that's going to need to start again. And with the start of that, start hell yeah, man. I say God bless. We're getting some stuff done here. I just gotta see. Where this is going to come along here. There we go. Yeah. Hell yeah. Times are getting to be. Yeah. Oh, we're getting there. Bump to your side. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Once again, working on muscle pose and things like that. So, see what helps me. Oh my God. Check. Fuck, dude. Sorry about that. YouTube did not want to cooperate with me. No, bro, mine's about. Yeah. Yeah. It's not struggling with me. Once again, figuring out where can I go for the day. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Hang on. I didn't call for it. Wait a moment. Yeah, give me a minute, you know? Back up and done. I'll turn this back up a tad bit so it's some background while I'm stepping away. A moment though.
So about 10 friends say the popular bit on the place. But not kids are fun. goes by. But you have time for fortunately, your definition all the way with the concepts. That was the best of what's wrong. Wake up your day.
Hell yeah, man. Sorry about that. I'm outside for a while. I'm alright. Just come on for me, y'all. I'm gonna do a reboot for the 420 countdown. Give me one moment. Thank y'all for coming by. See y'all in just a sec.